ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE News and Rumors. I'm your host, Brandon Hudge. So this video is brought to you guys by SeatGeek. So if you guys are looking for tickets for any event in the entire world, get them over on SeatGeek. Use my last name, code Hodge, and get $20 off for any ticket. Just like make a new account if you have used SeatGeek before, because it's first time orders only. That's just my last name at checkout. $20 off for any ticket for any event in the entire world. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and jump into this episode with the first news story of the day. The first news story of the day is about none other than our undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes. So Cody Rhodes is our current champion. Depending on who you ask. If you ask some people like Kevin Owens or Kevin Owens fans, you would hear that Kevin Owens is actually the real champion because he was cheated out of the title, and so much so that he's walking around with this title over here, the Winged Eagle title, saying he's the champion because this was the one they used on Saturday Night Main Event, even though the championship looks something similar to this. Where am I at? Everything's reversed for me. So something similar to this one behind me. So I guess Cody's been walking around with this one, Kevin Owens is walking around with this one saying he's the champion. But there's only one issue, and that one issue is this news story is saying Cody Rhodes is injured. Cody Rhodes is missing some shows. He's missing the holiday tour of WWE, which is like the little house shows that go through like Christmas season or whatever. So ultimately, what I have to say about this, Cody Rhodes is injured, if you will. So it's not a real injury where he's gonna be gone a long time. This is what we would call a storyline injury. And basically, it's just an opportunity for him to spend some more time with his family during the holidays and stuff like that. So Cody will not be wrestling until the new year. But however, Kevin Owens will be. Kevin Owens is actually going around right now saying that he injured Cody Rhodes, and he's gonna be going around as your true, real, undisputed WWE champion with this title right here. And he's gonna be taking Cody's spots in all of these shows, wrestling with this title as your WWE champion and defending this title as the WWE champion. So hopefully he doesn't lose the title in one of any of those shows. But nonetheless, I gotta say this is entertaining. I'm absolutely loving every second of this. But ultimately, Cody Rhodes is not going to be wrestling, I guess, until the new year, or at least not on the house shows, because he's going to spend more time with his family, and it's kind of a way to write him off TV until the new year. But Cody Rhodes is A-okay, so don't worry about Cody if you're a giant like Cody Rhodes fan. All right, the next news story is about Goldberg, which is to jump right into this. So Goldberg has done an interview recently. He was asked about the Royal Rumble, if he was going to be in the match, or if he's going to be in the actual Royal Rumble over the top rope, determinant match on who's going to be facing whoever champion at WrestleMania, because you earn a #1 contendership if you win that match. Basically, Goldberg was asked, hey Goldberg, are you going to be in this match? Or what's the deal? Are you going to be wrestling at the Rumble? He said he would love to be in the Rumble. He would love to be at the Royal Rumble doing anything, but he has not heard anything from WWE about that. But if he was asked, he would do it. Goldberg, just for fact's sake, Goldberg has not actually wrestled since 2022. So 2025 is next year. So it's been like 3 years since the guy's in the ring. So hopefully he's got some in-ring shape and he's conditioning and ready to be back in the ring doing his thing. But as far as Goldberg in the Rumble, it's possible. But as of right now, I don't think he's been contacted, or maybe he's just saying that. Maybe he's actually going to be in the Rumble. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But we do know Goldberg is going to be wrestling a few more matches in 2025. His kind of like retirement run. Retiring the same year as John Cena, which is just like crazy. But nonetheless, yeah, Goldberg might be in the Rumble, might not be, but he's wrestling here soon. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's actually the only confirmed news stories I had to talk to you guys about today. So you know what time it is. You should know what time it is. If you're a subscriber here, go ahead and get those juice boxes out. Get those juice boxes ready, because ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to talk about some juicy rumors. All right, the first rumor of the day is going to be about this. Now, what is this? I'm not specifically talking about the Winged Eagle here. I'm talking about a classic design of a WWE Championship. So, of course, these are like the, what would you call it? Like the legacy designs. This is like from the 80s, from the 90s. This is what the WWF Championship looked like into the WWE early on, into kind of like a similar one where the wings weren't so pronounced. It was kind of more of a circle shape as the Attitude Era belt. But nonetheless, enough of the history lesson of the titles. This is about them using these titles. If you guys are living under a rock and you don't know, Kevin Owens is currently carrying around this title, which is the legacy title that they used at Saturday Night's Main Event to represent this title and saying he's the champion. The Cody's got this one, which is like similar, you know, it's different. It's the undisputed one. It doesn't have has more gold on it or whatever. Same design though, but nonetheless, about the legacy titles, what's the update on that? So apparently every Saturday night main event, you're going to see these legacy titles come out, and not just the Winged Eagle. You're going to see them more and more for literally every championship that WWE has. And why are they doing that? Why are they finally bringing these things back? And you're seeing them on TV, and it's like, well, it's not Saturday Night Main Event, it's carrying the thing around now. Ultimately, this is about replica belt sales. So everything behind me, all the titles behind me, are in fact, you know, replica belts. I am not John Cena. I have not won this many championships in the WWE because I'm not a WWE wrestler. I'm like whatever YouTuber or whatever. So ultimately, these are replicas. They want more fans to buy the replicas, and some younger fans who didn't grow up in the Attitude Era or especially the 80s or anything, they might have never even seen this championship or know what it's from or anything like that, but they see Kevin Owens carrying it around on TV, and they're like, oh, that's a cool title. I want that replica title, and they buy the title. If it's as like kids or teenagers or even adults, they're getting introduced to new designs that they may have never seen before. But if, of course, they watch back old wrestling, they would have seen these designs. But nonetheless, I don't know if these titles they're using on TV are just replicas the wrestlers are holding, which I feel like they might be, or if they're actually getting like new versions of the old titles made. I don't know, but nonetheless, the reason they pulled the trigger and actually had them on the Saturday Night Main Event, and why you're going to see these titles more on TV going forward, is just for the sake of replica titles. Like, WWE Shop sells these titles, but you haven't seen them on TV in like decades, so it's time to bring them back and get it introduced. All right, the next rumor. The next rumor is about an upcoming WWE pay-per-view. I'm actually wearing the shirt for. We're talking about Royal Rumble today, guys. So if it's any indication where the feud is going for the undisputed WWE Championship, on who's the champion, what's going on, Kevin Owens around with this title he stole and saying he's the champion. The Codys were around with one similar to this design here, saying he's the champion. So basically, what in the heck's going on? Is there a match? I think it's pretty obvious a match is happening. The match is Royal Rumble, guys. So I believe that is going to be the feud, and that's what this rumor is saying going forward, is you're having Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes do the feud because he injured him, took him off TV, off the holiday tour, or whatever, storyline purpose-wise, and that's going to be the match at Royal Rumble for the undisputed WWE Championship, I guess? Or is it a champion versus champion? Because there's two titles. I don't know. I'm all kinds of confused. All I know is Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens, they're going to be fighting each other at the Royal Rumble show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and this is it. This is the final news story. Final rumor, the final thing I'll be talking about inside this episode of WWE News Rumor. So this is about none other than, I guess, WrestleMania 41. Kind of the main event of WrestleMania 41, but more specifically about the plans for none other than the best in the world, CM Punk. So CM Punk, here's the thing. CM Punk was injured last year's WrestleMania. Last year's WrestleMania, we were supposed to have the match as Seth Rollins as the World Heavyweight Champion defending that title against CM Punk. But of course, Punk got injured, Rollins got kind of injured, then went on to lose the title at the show. So nonetheless, that match didn't happen. Punk-Rollins was rumored for WrestleMania 41, this coming WrestleMania. Only we're not getting that anymore. We're getting that on Raw, the first Raw of the year, because it's the biggest Raw in the history of Raw. It's happening on Netflix, the Raw Netflix. We're trying to make it a huge show. So we're getting that match. It looks like that feud will be going now and throughout the next few months. So ultimately, by WrestleMania time, that feud's not going to be feuding no more. So what is the plan for CM Punk at WrestleMania? What is the plan for him at the Royal Rumble? What's going on? So CM Punk, first off, is going to be in the Royal Rumble match at the Royal Rumble. So he could possibly win this match, go on to WrestleMania, and face a champion of his choice. Also, interesting point, he has a favor to call in from Paul Heyman, which is the Roman Reigns side advisor, whatever you want to call the wise man of Roman Reigns. So there's got to be some pieces at play here for the storyline, and this one's kind of interesting. So this is kind of a far, far out rumor, so take this with the tiniest grain of salt you can, guys, because this could be true, could not be true, but this is what this rumor is saying, is ultimately Cody Rhodes is going to be going into WrestleMania as the champion, and he is a challenger already planned out. So Punk is not going to be messing with Cody. It would be going after the other champion, and it looks like Punk would actually win the Rumble to go on to face the other champion, so that would only leave one title. That'd be the World Heavyweight Championship. So he's going after the World Heavyweight Championship. Only thing is, this rumor is saying he's not going after Gunther, which would mean Gunther has to lose the World Heavyweight Championship before WrestleMania. So what is going on? So CM Punk is going to be challenging the World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania, but Gunther's not going to be that champion. So who in the heck's going to be the champion? And how does Paul Heyman fall in here? So ultimately, this rumor is way out there. It's saying that Roman Reigns is actually going to be beating Gunther before WrestleMania. Roman's going in as a champion again to WrestleMania, and he's going to be defending that title against CM Punk, and CM Punk's going to call him the favor to Paul Heyman, and then Paul Heyman's going to be stuck right in the middle of the two, because he's like representing them both, or friends with them both, or whatever, and which way's Heyman going to go? I gotta say, this is very compelling. This is very interesting, very entertaining. And it makes me very, very excited to see the Royal Rumble. It makes me very, very excited to see WrestleMania. So ultimately, I don't know what to think about this. This is absolutely crazy. Take it with a grain of salt. I mean, poor Gunther, but he's had a great title run, and he's a great... I mean, I don't know what you would do with Gunther after that, but at the same time, it's like, oh, we just need a new championship to make this a reality or something. Or maybe they'll just have Punk and Roman without the title, but they're saying Punk's winning the Rumble. He's going on to challenge Roman for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Only issue is Roman's not the current champion, so some changes are going to have to be made before the show. So nonetheless, take it with a grain of salt, but we'll have to wait and see, but that one gets me very excited for wrestling. So there you guys have, that's going to do it for this episode of WWE News Rumors. Let me know your thoughts on all these news stories, rumors in the comment section down below. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm your one and only undisputed king of vlog style, Brandon Hodge, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.